Early result from Rivers State shows voters did not do Wike's line. Wow. This is a very good development that is coming up from Rivers State, an update from Rivers State voting conditions. Okay. Now that's saying early results from Rivers State showed voters did not do Wike's line. We remember Wike wanted everybody in Rivers State to vote his presidential candidate, who is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He begged the Rivers State to save his political career by voting his presidential candidate of his choice. Okay, and again, Wike has been using Togri to get this done as well. But then it didn't work because Rivers State cannot be APC state. It has always been PDP state from onset and will continue to be like that. So they said even this happened even as dogs move around, stopping uploading of embarrassing results. What are embarrassing results? Embarrassing results are results showing that Labour Party is swept everywhere, then disgracing APC and PDP. That is the meaning of the embarrassing result. So let's see what was said more about this early result from Rivers State. Early result of voting in Port Harcourt, Faga, and Obiakpo indicated that voters in the state capital did not toe the line of Governor Nyesom Wike, who appealed to them to vote his choice of incoming president. This is because whereas Wike asked his people to vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu instead of Atiku, the candidate of the People Democratic Party, the results showed massive voting for Peter Obi of the Labour Party. Can you imagine? Early results showed huge disparity in favor of Labour Party. Examples is as follows. Urumodara Unit 25 in Obiakpo was counted and announced as Labour Party 236, ZLP, which is Zenith Labour Party 1, APC 3, PDP 2, and Invalid Vote 1. Uzoigwe Primary School Ward 9, Unit 6, Labour Party 253, PDP 8, APC 4. Wow. This pattern continued across the state capital. Soon, thugs began moving around to force INEC officials to stop counting or counting voting in areas that started late. Can you imagine? So the crowd refused. And when this did not work, the thugs insisted that results should not be entered until they reached the RAC center. Can you imagine? In Elelenwa Ward 3B Unit 9, Rumodani, which was huge population, the thugs tried to stop counting. When the voters resisted them, they called for more thugs who came and started a fight by 8:30 p.m. They forced the INEC officials to carry the ballot boxes to RAC. Can you imagine? By that time, the unit had announced the results with Labour Party having 399, APC 9, PDP 4. This was the pattern in most units of the city that had been announced. Now, the snag, however, was the refusal of polling unit officials to upload the result right there as the guidelines stipulated. Fight took place in many units in the state capital over this disagreement. The party agents all have the results, and the voters have been warning against tampering with what they already know and have. The early result therefore indicate that the voters have not intervened in the matter between Governor Wike and Atiku choosing to vote their own choice. That's a very good development that just came up from Rivers State. Can you imagine? So obviously, Wike used thugs in Rivers State very well. At early hours of Friday, I think it was also announced of his own thug, his own terrorist thug that he had been using was caught with dynamite explosives after attacking one of the PDP chieftains that is a strong supporter of Atiku. That guy now has been taken by the police. We don't know how that matter will go. Okay. At the same time, there was also announced of PDP chieftain, a sitting member of the Federal House of Representatives, that was caught with $500,000 cash. Was arrested by police and is still being interrogated. So the next thing, what Wike is using in Rivers State to make sure that he disgraces Labour Party and the PDP is thuggery, which is quite unfortunate. How can thugs go to police units to tell them to stop voting and tell the INEC official to stop counting? Okay, and force them, rather than uploading the result from the polling unit, they force them to take it to the ROAC center, to go and upload. Is that not an attempt to go and doctor the numbers that will be uploaded there, which is wrong? So in a way, the BVAS to a large extent worked. Thuggery affected a lot of things. That is the problem. The system that was signed as part of the Electoral Act that was signed by Buhari, the president, actually played a big role in the election. But unfortunately, state governors with their thugs, because the same thing happened in Lagos. Okay, thuggery has been the biggest problem. So state governors are our problem. State governors are the biggest problem that we have, because they use their thugs in their various states to make this happen for themselves. Quite unfortunate, frankly speaking. Quite unfortunate. APC know that they are out. Everybody hates them. PDP also know that they are out. Everybody hates them. All over the country, nobody wants PDP. Nobody wants APC. Again, it's quite unfortunate. So and it's because of their performance. Their appraisal is terribly very bad. So let's see a few comments coming from some people. Somebody say, my area here in Bonny, Labour Party swept all polling units. Can you imagine? Wike, are you seeing the handwriting? Do you know that you are a fool? You have lost your relevance. See where selfish, arrogant, ambition has led you to. You see? Can you imagine? Somebody say, wait and hear Rivers State results. Stop believing Opera News. But you came to Opera News to comment. You say, stop believing Opera News, but you came to Opera News to comment, Abi. Somebody say, God is working behind the scene for a new Nigeria. Yes, that is it. Okay, let's wait for a real result. Okay, you will see the real result. No problem. No problem. Do you think you will write like before all of us have covered all the voting? No hiding. APC is dead. That is good. That is good. Naysayers, enemy of progress. What is progress? So Peter Obi is coming. A new Nigeria is possible by the grace of God. By the grace of God. Somebody say, who is winning in your area? APC, PDP, or PDP? Tilule. Have you done for it now? Tilule. PTU. Can you imagine? Some of the Tinubu lives in southwest, northwest, and north central, while Obi lives in southeast. Therefore, Jagaban is leading. Who? Have you seen the result? Somebody say, keep deceiving yourself. What narrative are you trying to bring here? As they sweet us, they pain them, obedient, we move. You see? Wike will lose Rivers in governor. He hates Igbos, and all Igbos will vote against PDP, either LP or SDP. Can you imagine? Okay? It is not right to say he hates Igbos. The fool doesn't know he is an Igbo man. Only Amechi and Okowa identifies with their Igbo lineage. SDP is the way, bro. Which SDP? Okay, INEC chairman is incompetent and corrupt. They planned to compromise the election, and that is true. That is true. So that is what is coming from Rivers State at this time, especially Port Harcourt area. Early results show that Peter Obi swept everywhere. It got so embarrassing that Wike sent his thugs to go and disrupt elections. Quite unfortunate and disgraceful for Wike. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment.